Hey guys, so I'm doing a little bit of a different type of video for you today. I'm going to do this more vlog style, just very casual, just kind of taking you through my day, what I have planned for the day. I have a little mid-month reset that I'm doing. And so yeah, it's never too late for a reset, and that's kind of the message that I want to get across in this video. I think that everybody's like, "Oh, okay, it's the start of a new month. We can do a reset." Or, it's the start of a new year, like in January. All right, let's reset everything, reset our goals, reset our home, reset whatever. And I just want you to know it's never too late to do a reset. Sometimes you just need a little mid-month reset. And so that's what we're doing today. I'm going to do some food prep. I have here, this is a pumpkin spice latte. And if you're on my email list, I actually have this recipe. Um, I sent it out. I'm sending it out. I don't know, whenever whenever this video comes out, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's on my email list. It's also in my October THS Challenge Club packet, the recipe. It's so good. It's a make ahead latte or make ahead pumpkin spice creamer. So good. It's so easy. And so I just put a couple shots of coffee in here, mix it up with some ice, and it's delicious. So, um, I'm gonna be doing some food prep. I'm gonna be going through my children's clothes, and just kind of switching things over for the season. Let's see what else. Oh, I'm gonna be doing some mid-month planning and then kind of planning ahead for next month. And just doing some goal setting and things like that. And I'm gonna kind of walk you through what that looks like for me. Yeah, that's it. But over the last couple weeks, I shared something that I've been going through that has just been very recent, very heartbreaking. And yeah, I wasn't really gonna share it, but I had already had people guessing, and confirmed in a comment that I was in fact pregnant. I'm no longer pregnant. I had a miscarriage. And so anyway, I posted in the community tab here on YouTube about the fact that I had a miscarriage, and just some words that I had about it and how I was feeling at the time. And yeah, I had like hundreds. I don't even know at this point how many people, hundreds of people reach out with just really sweet comments. And a lot of people who have unfortunately gone through the same thing. And so, I can empathize with all of you who have gone through pregnancy loss. And it's tragic. It's a tragedy. And these are lives, and there are children, and we're going to meet them in heaven one day. And so as Christians, we have hope in that. Praise God. But yeah, sometimes things like that um, can put us in a funk, in a little bit of a funk. And so one of the things I like to do when that happens is do a little reset. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Just kind of refresh everything. Refresh how I look, refresh the house, kind of get things like prepped and start goal setting and planning and just kind of looking beyond my current situation. And that can be really helpful to get us out of a funk. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing with you today. All right. So I think that so much of our stress as homemakers comes from, and by the way, when I say homemaker, I mean like if you are a woman and you are watching this channel, you're making a home, whether you work outside of the home, work in the home, whatever it is. You're a homemaker. Okay. That's how I define homemaker. So this is relevant to you. My channel is relevant to you. Everything that I do is relevant to you. But as homemakers, as mothers, I think so much of our stress comes from having too many tabs open in our brain. And we are trying to keep all the things like birthdays and events, and oh yeah, we need to go to the pumpkin patch, and oh, I can't miss out on this event, or da da da, all these things in our brain. We have too many tabs open in our brain. So I like to do something where I just kind of do a brain dump of all of my goals for the month, kind of like a bucket list, not like I have to do all these things, but just like a bucket list. And so I like to do that. And for that, I actually um have my challenge club packets. So every month there's a new theme, and it's kind of like that bucket list, and just creates more intentionality around your months. And so I lay out all of that in my challenge club packets. So I'll leave a link for those down below, but they're just a lot of fun. Every day there's like a new little challenge. Some things are like very simple. I just kind of walk you through just how to make the month more intentional. So anyway, I'm going to be using the challenge club packet to do that. I'm using my planner, and then also just like creating a logistics list. So I'm going to look at the monthly spread. That's usually where I start. I look at the full month, and I'm writing down birthdays and key dates that I need to remember and things like that, and just kind of getting everything that's like up here in my brain out and into my planner. All right, so for the bucket list portion, just think of this as like a collection of things that you want to experience or accomplish throughout the month. Just a few things to ensure that the month doesn't pass by without enjoying or, completing some of the cool things that each month has to offer. Because I find that sometimes I go through a month and I'm like, oh no, I totally forgot that there was this fun thing that goes on in the month of October or November or whatever it is. And so yeah, I have a bucket list for things like that. But also you can break these down into categories such as house projects, things that you want to work on around the home, like dates that you want to do with your husband, like even just at home dates, or maybe, you can leave for dates, but just fun things like, oh, I want to do a, charcuterie and wine night with my husband, or like a fondue night, or there's all kinds of really fun dates that you can do. And I find that if we don't intentionally plan them out, then we just kind of forget about them and don't ever do them. And so that's why I really like intentionally planning these things, because even if I don't get to them, I don't feel bad about it. I'm just like, oh yeah, that can carry over into the next month or whatever. Also adventures like outings or trips or just little explorations. You can have another category for must-dos like housekeeping or other tasks that you don't like to do but are kind of necessary, like making dentist appointments would be another one that I would put in the must-do category. And just fun things, small activities that make the month feel special, plan for holidays or events, things like that. Like I said, I mentioned my challenge club packets. Those kind of take care of this for me and now all of you. But yeah, so the goal is to just stay focused on what matters most to you and avoid the frustration of feeling like the month has slipped by without accomplishing or enjoying certain things. So categories can just be whatever suits your life and your priorities at the time. All right. Now, my strategy with little kids is typically, depending on the season in life I'm in, I do one fun thing per day, like one outing, one craft, one special intentional activity that I have planned per day. And that doesn't mean that like that's all we do throughout the day. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh, I also want to do this or that or whatever. But I just plan for one thing per day, and usually it's some kind of outing. And so this just really helps to break up the day with a bunch of little kids. Is so like one day we'll go to the library, one day we'll have like an errand day where I run errands, one day we'll go to some kind of jumping place like trampoline place or jumping park, to work those big muscle groups. If it's nice out, we do a lot of parks, things like that, but just one fun thing per day. We do Bible studies. So that's another day. We do Bible study fellowship, but there's all kinds of different Bible studies. So you could do Bible studies. What else is there? Well, church is another one, so that's one day a week. Oh, play dates. We have a play date day, where it's like one day that we reserve for play dates where we either go to someone's house or they come to our house. But a lot of these places they have a free trial or, a free, like, if you go to like a trampoline park or something like that, they have something like that in your area. You could see if they have, usually they're free for like 2 and under, or they have a free trial or something like that. So you could do that. Or sometimes gymnastic studios do like a open gym time or open gym day for specifically little ones. So you could do that. And then of course, they have options. They're going to like sell you their, classes for the little ones and stuff, but you don't have to buy those. So there's all kinds of things but just do your research. I just did my research because we just moved to Idaho. And so I looked in my area, fun things to do with kids. I specifically look for indoor things because outdoor things are easy. Like it's so easy to figure out what to do outside. You can go on a hike, you can go to parks, whatever, but it's hard to find things to do inside when the weather is crummy. And to an extent, we are totally fine going out in crummy weather, but I find that as the season goes on and I just kind of get over me and the kids. We just kind of get over like being outside in all weather. And so I just try to have inside things to do. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm planning all of that out today. And I'm writing it down in my planner and just kind of having a nice little refresh, reset. And it's going to feel really good. All right. So one of the things that I'm doing during this little reset, refresh is I'm refreshing my kids' closets and drawers and just all their clothes. So I have already got out all their winter stuff because in October, the weather was kind of like sometimes you needed a coat, sometimes you needed shorts. That's kind of how October is. And so I already have their winter coats out and, their rain suits and all of those things and their boots and things like that. But today, what I want to do is take all of their shorts, all of their summer clothes, like their bathing suits and things like that, that I'm not really going to be using. And I'm going to just pack those away or donate them or get rid of them or just deal with them. So that is what I'm doing today. All right. So then what I like to do after I gather up all of last season's clothes is I organize them based on what fits, what's in good shape still. And sometimes things are just so tattered up that they're trash. Sometimes they're good enough to donate. And then sometimes they're good enough even to keep. And so I then take the stuff that I'm going to donate and slash keep. I give it a wash and then I pack it away or I donate it. And so, speaking of laundry, I have recently made a switch to Earth Breeze for my laundry detergent. I love Earth Breeze because everything seems lately like it has unnecessary chemicals. And years ago, when I started looking into what I was actually using around my home, I realized that my laundry detergent was the worst offender when it came to toxins. And so recently I made the switch to Earth Breeze. Their detergent sheets, okay, they look like dryer sheets. They're so cool, but they are free from harsh chemicals like optical brighteners, dyes, parabens, phosphates, and preservatives. And my favorite part is that I just grab a sheet, toss it in the wash. It's a lightweight, pre measured sheet that dissolves in the wash and gets the job done with no harsh chemical residue on our clothes. And yes, your clothes still come out clean and fresh and soft. My husband loves the way that they smell. And what most people don't realize is most popular detergents are packed with harsh chemicals that can irritate your skin, mess up your hormones, and cause allergic reactions. Some of these chemicals, like optical brighteners, literally stick to your clothes like glue. And the craziest part is that these chemicals don't even clean your clothes. They just trick your eyes into thinking that your laundry looks whiter and brighter than it really is. You can actually see them under a black light, and it's pretty gross. So if you want a powerful clean without the harsh chemicals, try Earth Breeze. It's a super easy switch. And if you're not completely satisfied, they have an amazing money back guarantee. Right now, you can try Earth Breeze for up to 40% off plus 4 free gifts by going to earthbreeze.com/transformed homemaker. We don't do Halloween or anything, and, so we don't, like, carve pumpkins or make jack-o'-lanterns or anything like that, but we do go to the pumpkin patch, and I let them pick out a pumpkin, and we always get, like, the small sugar pumpkins, and I let them carve the pumpkins as, like, a little sensory activity, and then I always, take the sugar pumpkin, roast it, make pumpkin puree, and I make all kinds of goodies. And so today, I'm using some of that pumpkin puree. I already made my pumpkin spice coffee creamer, and then I'm making a pumpkin loaf. This is the best pumpkin loaf ever. It's so good. I actually put the recipe in my October THS Challenge Club packet as like the featured recipe in that packet. Oh my goodness, it's so good. But I also think I'm gonna have it in one of my emails that is coming out. I can't remember which one. So just make sure you're on my email list so that you get my emails that come out because sometimes I have really fun recipes in there. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I actually have to return a dish. One of my sweet neighbors dropped us off some food, and I go by the rule of never returning a dish empty. And so even if it takes me like way too long to return the dish to someone, it takes like an inappropriate amount of time to give someone back their dish, it's not going to be empty at least, and there's going to be something on there for them. So I'm making them a pumpkin loaf, and then let's see, what else am I doing in the kitchen? Oh, we're making kefir. I get questions about this all the time. So I have like you're in my videos all the time. You see me using these two things. I have people ask me all the time, what is in your amber soda bottles? And it's always kefir. And so when I make kefir, I always do the double ferment, and I do it with juice so that it carbonates. So basically the process is that it'll ferment on the counter. You do the double ferment, and you use some kind of juice with it. And it'll eat away at that sugar and it'll make it carbonated. And so it's just really good. It tastes like soda, but like healthy soda. And so that's pretty much outside of water. All my kids will drink. So yeah. Anyway, so today I'm making kefir, but fallish, and I'm doing spiced cider as the juice. And it's so good. It's so good. It just makes me so happy. And by the way, if you have a Trader Joe's in your area, this spice cider is incredible. It's so good. It's like exactly how I want spice cider to taste. Just like the perfect ratio of spices and sweetness. And sometimes we'll just take this and put it in a mug and heat it up for like hot apple cider. So good. Okay, so we're doing the pumpkin loaf. We're doing the kefir. What else? Oh, dinner. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the easiest dinner recipe. I've talked about this in another video of mine before. Oh, which reminds me, I need to turn this on. Let's see. So all I do is I get a sheet pan and I put some frozen potatoes, some kind of frozen veggie, and then frozen meatballs. I put it on a sheet tray. I put it in the oven at like 425, and then I forget about it for like, I don't know, 25 minutes until it's done. I don't even toss it or anything. And then I drizzle on it. Sometimes I'll do like a balsamic fig sauce, but lately we've been loving hot honey. And so I'll just get some hot sauce with honey, mix that together, and then drizzle that on top. So good and so easy. It takes like, 3 minutes of hands-on time. And it's good. And yeah, it's frozen and like maybe the meatballs don't have the healthiest ingredients, but it's super easy, and I don't know, at least we're not eating out. And it was an easy dinner and I could spend more time with the kids. So yeah, I just toss on a sheet tray, throw it in the oven, go live my life for 25 minutes, come back, take it out, drizzle the sauce, and call it a day. So you'll watch me make that too. And then there was something else. Oh, okay. Another easy side dish. So sometimes I want like something fresh to go along with that. I do just like the broccoli slaw. So I do just like this broccoli slaw. It's already like pre-chopped up and everything. And then this Italian dressing. Look, we're not winning any awards here for from scratch cooking lately. But that is fine because, it's healthy-ish. And it's nice and fresh. And so, yeah. Oh, so anyway, I just tossed that with the broccoli slaw with some feta cheese. A little bit goes a long way with Italian dressing. So that's what I do. Sometimes I do also make my own Italian dressing. It's so easy, but also this Olive Garden stuff is really good. It must be all the seed oils that are in it. So anyway, sometimes I do that depending on the season of life that I'm in. Okay, so I think that's what I'm doing in the kitchen. I do have some bone broth that has been in the Instant Pot for a couple days now, so I probably need to strain that, and so I might do that too. But yeah. Anyway, join me. Also, I forgot to mention that I'm going to be doing some hard-boiled eggs because I am also making a pumpkin loaf for my family, and that is going to serve as part of our breakfast for the week. So it'll be super easy breakfast. So I do a bunch of hard-boiled eggs for the week, and then the pumpkin loaf, and then that'll get us through a few days of breakfast. And it's fine. We have some protein from the eggs and carbs from the pumpkin loaf. And so anyway, yeah, like I said, we're not winning any awards for like super balanced meals lately. But yeah, anyway, so all of that will kind of just go along with the little reset that I'm doing here. I'm going to get my kefir going for the week. I'm going to get my pumpkin loaf, the hard-boiled eggs, and then dinner, and then the bone broth for the week. And then if I see anything that needs like chopped up or whatever, I'll go ahead and just do that. But for now, that's just what I'm going to do. And then also I forgot to mention with the kefir. So I think a lot of people don't do kefir because they like can't keep up with it. They can't drink it fast enough, and neither can we. So what I do with this is I take the kefir grains, and like you can see this is ready. The kefir grains are floating, like this is ready to go. So I will just take this and put it in the fridge if I'm not ready to make more kefir. If I still have like 4 bottles of kefir that we need to get through, I won't make more, and I won't also like force us to drink it. I'll just put this in the fridge. The kefir grains will go dormant for a while, and then like whenever we're ready, whenever we've ran out of the kefir, then I'll make a new batch. Also, I keep the bottles of kefir once it's done the second ferment. So once those have been on the counter for a day or two, I will take those and put them in the fridge too, so that they don't keep fermenting on the counter, because then they'll actually blow up. I've had kefir on my ceiling and everywhere in my house, because they've blown up before. So don't let them do that. Anyway, I actually do have a recipe for kefir on my website. And so I'll try and remember to leave a link in the description below of this video for that, so that you can learn how to make your own. All right. So then when you make kefir, you always have to like replenish it. So I just made it. It's doing the second ferment. So these are full of the cider and then the sugar water from the kefir. And so then I just take the kefir grains in here. And then I heat up some water, like a cup of water with sugar. I like to use this what is it? Panela, just panela, and it's unrefined cane sugar. So it's like just a more quality version of sugar. I mean, it's still sugar, but it's better. So then that's what I do, and then you start a new basically, I'm just starting a new batch, and you just keep the cycle going. So make that, and then once that cools down, because you can't put hot water on the kefir grains. So once that cools down, then I will fill this up the rest of the way with water and then put that in here with the grains. So that's what I do. And so basically, I'm just doing this enough, or I'm just heating up the water enough to allow the sugar to dissolve faster. And then I just whisk it up. But I try not to heat it up too much just so I can like get the process going faster. You guys should smell my house right now because of this pumpkin bread. It's still in the oven. It's going to be in there for a while. I'll try and get a final shot of it. It is so good. And then I put the coarse sugar on top. So good. It kind of creates a caramelized crust on top. It smells like Christmas in my house. And that is because the secret to this pumpkin bread is I use a lot of clove. So if you don't like a lot of clove, like that flavor, it's a really intense, strong flavor. I like strong everything, strong coffee, strong everything. So if that's too much for you, you could like tone down the clove a little bit. I think typically recipes, when they call for clove, they call for like a quarter teaspoon. I use a whole teaspoon. But it's so good to me. I love that flavor. It smells like Christmas. I just love it. So anyway, my house smells amazing right now. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna actually wrap up this kitchen portion here of the vlog. I still need to do the dinner. It's pretty self-explanatory. I might get like a shot of me doing the dinner, but I still have to wait for the pumpkin loaf to finish. And so I think I'm just gonna kind of wait to do that. We'll see how much I get to. But yeah, anyway, my water's boiling, so I'm gonna put my eggs in there to do the hard-boiled eggs. But I think that's about it. And also, I just wanted to say how therapeutic homemaking is. Like just the monotony of like cleaning and folding laundry and just the whole routine, and just how much time it gives you to reflect and to think, and like washing dishes and just the structure of it has really been so healing. And so if anybody is walking through just grief and just really heavy stuff, I would just encourage you to lean into the beauty of homemaking and, just doing your chores and just going about your routine. Even just sitting with your kids and playing with blocks can be so profoundly healing because it gives you a time to kind of reflect and to pray. And yeah, so I've just been walking through this grief, and it has been so oddly therapeutic to just do my normal routine. So anyway, let me know in the comments below. I know a lot of you have walked through pregnancy loss, miscarriage, just grief in general. Everybody experiences it. Let me know in the comments, what has been helpful for you? What has been sort of cathartic for you? Also, another thing is pouring into this channel has been so cathartic for me and just healing and yeah, just therapeutic. So let me know in the comments below. Have you noticed the same thing about homemaking? I'm curious. Okay, I'm gonna get these eggs in, and then I think I'm gonna wrap this up.